what we have to protect. And when you had several voters saying that they were confused, you guys put out a new system this election, correct? As far as your machines on site, your process. This was the first time that I have seen you scan the back of licenses, that you get a printed checkout. It was all digital. I've never seen that in prior elections.
It was in place for the presidential primary.
This year, I'm saying this year.
This year, and it was in play, yeah, it was in place for the school board elections last year.
Okay.
But you're right,
But
it's
many
new.
people, in fairness, look at the numbers, many people did not participate. This was their very first time.
Absolutely.
And countless people came out frustrated and confused, saying that they didn't understand how the machines, and people were denying them help in making their selections. So instead of not voting at all, they knew that they were all Democrats, they just voted and hit submit, and that was it. So, there could have been videos playing, some information could have gone out there. There's not even a video on your website saying, hey, we got a new system, we want you to watch this and look, so you're prepared when you go in.
There's a video on our website.
Showing how, I haven't found it, showing you how.
It's been there for months.
I didn't.
On ours, it's been on the commissioner's website.
On your State of Delaware page, if you could send that link to me, I greatly appreciate it. But on site though, because not everybody, I have the access to look at the internet and watch the video, I didn't even find it. But on site, the election staff is there to not make selections, but to support voters who need help in making their vote, correct?
Yep, they're supposed to be able to explain it to them.
And let me give you one more thing that was egregious on election night. You have to get your elections people to sign some sort of affidavit that they will not be promoting candidates inside the poll. Because there were several people in the mayoral race especially who were instructing voters inside the polls. One lady said, listen, I couldn't wear a shirt, but I would tell people I had on these yellow glasses for a reason, and to make a vote for a certain young man in the mayoral race. That goes way too far.
Yeah, it is. We know
She
about
came
that.
out and said this after she got off to several people, 5 of them. You're gonna have 5 witnesses that you hired people that were inside the polls encouraging voters to vote. And although he lost, it was just not fair. It still wasn't fair. Because if she was allowed to do that for the candidate that lost, Kevin Kelly, I'll give his name, who is employed for the city of Wilmington, he was literally going in and outside the polls, and he was handing out a sample ticket to vote for. And he was allowed entry in and out the polls wearing Loretta Walsh stickers and Mike Krzyzewski stickers. And I know that this is a big no-no.
Yeah, it is, and you're not supposed to do that.
But I told him this, and I told him that I couldn't be denied access after the polls had closed, and that the candidates shouldn't be in there without verified people. It was a free-for-all from everything that I witnessed, and it's a shame to the people of the city that they don't really know who legally won.
I witnessed the same thing at Thomas Edison School. Thomas Edison School, Norman Oliver had on Xanthia stuff, or his brother's, he had on one of theirs, and he's going in and out. He was sitting right in the front, going in and out, Norman Oliver. I feel like, one more thing, I feel like I kind of got tuned out a little bit when I mentioned racism, but I only said that because Trippy was aware, Sam Guy was aware, Charles Potter were aware, and they called. I didn't get confirmation until John Flaherty called. John Flaherty called, he knows you for a long time, and then I'm confirmed on the ballot. That's why I say racism.
As I said, that had nothing to do with it. It just happened to be a coincidence when he called, and that we were able to get the decision done.
Because the attorneys they didn't know what, they didn't figure out what, but they figured out what was going on when he called. The attorneys did.
No.
I have a question. There's something right
You-
now.
you-
But these timestamps.
I like timestamp too, I said, you know, he got it. Whether he did something with it, this. So here's